From the Cool TV studios in Lagos and from the worldwide resources of I Missed It News, here is Red Eye, a show that looks over the stories you may have overlooked. Is Red Eye.
Today on Red Eye. Say no to homosexuals. Go nude. A week's spiritual life could be filled with anything as good as a snake. Terrorism came up with a new technique. Hashtag Caitlyn Jenner technique, only this time uglier. I'm sorry, doesn't cut it all the time. So sit back, watch the evolution of the minds or body.
Here is Red Eye.
Happy Fitri.
What is that?
I mean, this is not discriminating, but that's the way they sound when they sing.
No, it's not. Just stop. Just
Is it the ram that sounds like that or what?
Oh, wow.
That's so strong.
Sorry.
Why do you want to greet them this way? After a very long week, you start to ram up here.
Even my bedroom voice is better than
What was it
that.
called? Is it Idel or Edel Fitri?
Idel.
Happy
Eid El
Salah,
Fitri.
guys.
Okay, happy Salah. Happy Salah to our people out there. And we are here, as always, to entertain you this special period, which is Eid El Fitri, Salah, or whatever you call it. We appreciate and we are definitely eating your meat with you. No discrimination, as I said earlier on. Welcome to Red Eye today. Let me introduce the panel. We have the serious, learned one. We have Chukwudi Ezugo.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Red Eye.
If that suit was expensive, I would have understood why you were touching it plenty places.
Ooh la la.
Next to him, there is no name for him other than a bulldozer. And the lover boy, we have
I've told you
Bernard.
before, I'm not a construction worker. This bulldozer.
AKA the handle.
Yeah, the handle, yeah,
Handle
the
goods,
handle.
yes, I handle everything
That's the new
handleable.
one.
Welcome to Red Eye, everybody. I'm super excited today. I don't know why.
Why? Because they recognize your role as a bulldozer.
Okay, and next to him, we have the pretty intelligent one. We have Ginika Nnadi.
Hi guys, welcome to Red Eye. I have a song that's been replaying in my head, but I'll tell you about it later. Baby, I've been making. Oh, I said later.
I thought it was
And I am-
bulldozer.
Bulldozer, handle me, red meat.
What's wrong with these guys?
Okay, and I am Titi Layo Amakulo. Today, as always, we have interesting things to bring to your doorsteps, odd stories, odd news happening around the world and in Nigeria, of course. And we have Chukwudi taking us away. But before then, remember to go to our social media portals. On Facebook, we are facebook.com/CoolTVRedEye. Twitter, Cool TV Red Eye. Always use our hashtag in all your comments, Red Eye. And you can search for us on YouTube as well to watch missed episodes. Chukwudi.
Now, really very, very interesting. If you hear that President Barack Obama is the #1 citizen of the world, you don't consider that to be odd or strange because he's the president of America. Now, President Barack Obama will be visiting Kenya. That's very, very good news, and everyone in Kenya has accepted the news with, glee and happiness. But there's something really very, very bizarre that is playing out. Now, a lot of Kenyans, especially members of the Republican Liberty Party, are angry with Barack Obama's stance as regards gay rights. Now, they have decided that they are going to mobilize 5,000 people to protest Barack Obama's visit to Kenya. And guess what? These 5,000 people will be, according to the Republican Liberty Party, totally naked.
Wow,
Oh,
that would definitely
okay.
change Obama's mind. It would definitely, it's happening in Kenya and it will change his mind
It's
in the
obviously,
US, of course.
No.
That's very wise.
Wise of the Kenyans or
Why-
5,000
why-
naked men and women.
Sarcasm. It's just silly.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, what kind of movement is that?
It doesn't make any
Why
sense.
do Africans
Like
make the
sports
reckless
calling
movement?
kettle
It's not going to
black.
make a difference.
How much is Kenyan visa again?
Wow, you want to
No,
go
no,
to Kenya?
how can we need visa to Kenya?
We don't.
Are you
I'm
kidding?
just asking. I'm
Please.
just asking.
How can you-
And then when is the visit going to take place?
Between the 22nd and
I
23rd
should be
of this
reporting
month.
for Red Eye live from Kenya.
But that would
Of
be
course.
so nice. For the homosexuals, you get to pick your bait. You know,
Yeah,
when you
right.
see the naked ones, you're like,
But
okay,
seriously,
this
that's
I'm
I don't know
going
what kind of site that will be.
And there will be a lot of
Horrible.
homosexual ones on the street
They
anyway.
will, they'll be the ones who even gladly walk the street. Eh?
Yeah.
I will come like
Anyway,
this.
Ginika, proceed.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, moving on. So this is about a pastor who, well, he makes his congregate, swallow snake. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of spiritual power he has or whatever influence he has. But Pastor Penuel Mnguni is the head pastor at the End Times Disciples Ministry in South Africa. So apparently he makes his members swallow a live snake during a deliverance service. These are pictures of them.
Do you know, I find this hard to believe. How shallow, I mean, how airheaded can you be that another human being will make you swallow a snake?
Live snake, not just an ordinary
with
snake.
With the venom, and it's going to
might not be a
beat you.
venomous snake.
I understand.
Of course, I'm just kidding. But then, you know, I really think there's some atom or some level of hypnosis here.
Yeah, that has to be the only reason
why.
No, but sorry.
It was it? Sorry to cut you short. I think it was the same pastor who made his congregation eat grass.
Grass, yeah.
I'm telling you,
And the one that takes joy in stamping on people.
Yeah, he also did that too. He was stomping on all of them.
But you know what? I don't blame any of I don't blame
weak.
the pastor. I blame the people. I mean,
Me too.
You don't have any excuse to be that airheaded. Come on now. He made you eat grass and you threw your guts out.
No, but you
And
know what the
then
Bible says about if thy faith be as little as a mustard seed.
You will swallow snake.
Okay,
What are you
you
saying?
tell us to swallow snake.
Wow.
But then, you know, just quickly before we leave this
spiritually.
story, right? I just want, you know, it's like simple economics 101. It is demand that determines supply.
True.
These pastors
They
and
know
so-called
that.
religious people, men and women of God, know what the people seek. They know the demands of the people. They
Yeah,
dwell
so
on
they
it,
go on.
right? And then supply them what
Oh,
they
I've
need.
had a pastor
That's
come
just
to
the
me.
way it
He
is.
said several things. He said, oh, that cousin that you think you're close to is a cousin that is after you. He told me that I should look back. If people call my name, I shouldn't look back, that I'm going to dive into a grave. That will be my death. Like, he talked about the basic things people need: job, security. Like,
Exactly.
he was just
Husbands.
It's one of
Yeah,
the
you
things.
know what I'm saying?
They just pry on people's weakness.
Yes.
Of course. It's one
And
of the
anybody
things.
can do that. You don't have to be a pastor to do that, but you need to recognize things
And
like
you know,
this.
for those of us that are really very intelligent, we call it reverse psychology.
Okay, the
Exactly,
intelligent ones,
reverse
but not
psychology.
everybody.
Anyway, Ginika, next story.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
so we have a story about a male Boko Haram member who went out. Well, he was apprehended disguised as a woman, and he says that he's not the only one. There are others like him. So this guy comes out dressing like a woman, which I'm like, okay, it won't be hard to recognize you. You're ugly, you're black, you know, all of that. But when you're dressed as a pretty woman with... There's another picture. Where is it? I don't know where it is, but there's another picture, basically. If that Boko Haram member is dressed like a Nicki Minaj or a Kim Kardashian, I don't think it'll be quite easy for you to actually tell that this person is this. But that's the picture of...
No, but Boko Haram dressers usually dress the most innocent way. Oh, wow.
How can you
This
dress
looks
like
like-
this?
this
I
looks
think
like
people
a-
will not know your.
What is
will not
this?
know
This
your
person
image.
is...
This
what
is
kind
not
of,
now.
Who is this dollard? I don't understand.
This, what they call transgenders, you know, when they transform, they look so female that you can't even tell that these guys are, well, they were born men and they die women. And imagine the person coming to tell you, oh, no, I was born a woman. You believe, even if you guys do your bedroom things.
I
Look
mean,
at the
Is this
person.
supposed to be a guy trying to look like
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you
Looks like-
pass off like this as a
looks like
woman?
my- looks like my
someone will take
barber
you
or
serious.
something.
Even
Really?
Kathleen Jenner, you know, I'm sorry
She
to
did a
say,
good job.
We don't even still take her, him, she, him
Yeah,
serious.
but it's very confusing. They ask you, oh, what were you? I was a guy last year. I was a he last year. And I'm
And
gonna
this
die
year,
a
I decided to be a
she,
she.
and like-
Oh, what's up? I
And
was
next-
a daddy
What's
last
the
year.
word?
And next year,
Derele
I
has
was
been
back.
doing it for a very long time and he's excelling. It's the truth. Whether we like it or not, Derele is heading...
But I hear some other people believe that Derele, you know, appreciates Eve. Like, he doesn't go...
I'm sorry,
Adam way.
appreciates what? Or who?
Eve, like...
Who is
The
Eve?
women.
The women, yes.
It's
He
hard to
appreciates
believe
that.
with
It's
his
just,
curve.
it's just publicity. It's just...
Someone said that
Try-
gay
someone
people have
said-
this particular curve and Derele has the curve. I don't know how true it is. They
Wow.
said it's the V
Wow.
curve. Anyway, Bernard.
I can't comprehend. Anyway, moving on to still. Anyway, speaking of curves, now there's this trend, Chukwudi, and I'm sure you agree with me on this one. Women these days are looking for those curves, even when they are not natural.
True.
Titi and Ginika, you may agree or disagree, but
We
with
are
this
natural,
next,
so.
in this next story, in Pidgin, Ginika, they'll say for your mind. Now, in this next story, there's this lady. Her name is Serena, not Serena Williams. I love Serena Williams. This is Serena Beaufort,
Oh,
if I'm
so
not mistaken.
Serena Williams is your kind.
She has
Well,
curves.
she's
Very
thick.
curvy.
Okay.
Mhm.
In a
You
very
should
nice
see the
story.
position I take
Does she
when
have
I'm watching
curves or-
Wimbledon.
Bulldozer, calm down. Bulldozer, calm down. Okay, no position.
Anyway, Serena Beaufort is her name. She had butt implants and then she still went to the gym to do squats. In Yoruba, they'll say it's Asheju. She went for squats and then guess what happened to her squats?
It will
Of
explode.
course, her butt implant
It will
exploded.
explode. She reminds me of the lady that
She's
had
27 years
silicons-
old.
She had silicons implanted on her chest region, and then she had to fly, and then the thing kept swelling and swelling. I think they used the wrong thing, and so the thing exploded.
Almost
Her heart,
like,
everything
this is
came out.
butt abuse.
This one, I'm telling you,
No,
look at
this is ridiculous.
Why do we squat when you have
You
this
already
already?
have
It's
this.
important
You
to point
just-
out that, nature will one way find a way of meting out justice.
Of course.
You have this kind of butt after getting
implanted.
and you're going for squats again. Come on.
Do you know, even
That's-
Kim
You want to put some people out of
Kardashian,
business?
you know, even Kim Kardashian, when people say, oh, Kim's curves, blah, blah, sometimes when she walks, it's obvious that the butt looks like it was just fixed.
Yeah, it's like...
It's not real. It doesn't look good.
You guys are taking, please, women that are doing all these implants, you are taking the joy out of being natural.
But I hear
There's
softer.
certain things that. Sorry,
I hear it's softer. I hear.
No, but it can't be as soft as some natural people's own. So
But when
Give
it's
it to
going
an advocate of some
No, but when it's too
Ginika,
soft, then
advocate
it's
of
not
some
firm.
when it's
When it's too
but
soft,
at the
it's
same
not
time,
firm.
Really?
the
Ridiculous.
textures
Yeah,
of butts
it's so
there's no
No,
particular
but in
formula.
truth, ladies,
But
do you ever think
I
any
did-
man thinks of the femme or the...
I
Of
saw a
course.
picture like that.
Of
And
course.
somebody was
Of
saying,
course.
I saw pictures on Instagram and it goes, girls are going on about big butt, but girls, please, is this soft? Don't be giving us hard butt
Nah, you know,
outside.
I don't think there's any
And I
man
was
that
like,
thinks about the topography of
they
the
really
butt.
don't care.
Okay,
do they?
but moving
Yeah.
on from this, because this is not to talk about the
Topography.
The topography, like the learned one would say. We have a doctor who scammed his patients for such a long time. Now, this doctor is Dr. Farida Fatah, who works in suburban Detroit, Michigan, poisoned around 550 victims, many of whom did not actually have cancer.
Wow.
He did this by giving them excessive chemotherapy and other treatments. Wow. Wow. Some of these victims lost their homes, their jobs, forced into bankruptcy. Wow, this is deep. So on Friday, the Fatah broke down in court as he was sentenced to more than 4 decades in prison for what the judge described as a huge, horrific series of criminal acts that had affected hundreds of people. Wow.
So how long has he been doing that? Did they
For
say?
such, they said for him to have over 550 victims, then he's been doing it for a while.
Very long.
I think
See what he
Number
said.
of
Sorry,
lives.
his public statement. He said for the first time he was arrested in August 2013. The oncologist said, "I misused my talents. Yes, permitted this sin to enter me because of power and greed. Okay, this sin entered me because of power and greed. My quest for power is self-destructive." That
It's
absolutely makes
crazy.
no sense.
I mean, for me, it doesn't show remorse.
It's beyond-
I think he
yeah.
should get life. So he serves out the rest of his life in jail and always remembers.
Yes.
I mean, how can you tell somebody you have cancer? We are all really, everyone is really very, very scared of cancer. And you say you have cancer and the person comes for chemotherapy.
Which actually
Which is
destroys the
fine.
good and the bad cells at the same time.
Did you
So
know,
now
did you
they're
know the
destroying-
bad thing? He was poisoning these people.
Yeah.
Chemo is poison. He was poisoning healthy people, and now they even have serious health diseases
yeah,
according to this.
come
People
Chemotherapy is
lost
supposed
their
to keep you
homes,
longer,
their money,
I
their
know.
savings. Really
But then
sad.
looking at it from another angle, yeah, that's the judgment and everything. I think he has a bad lawyer because I would have thought that this kind of person, his lawyer would have claimed insanity for him.
Actually,
And then he will get
because
away
if
with
you
it.
claim
No,
yes,
people
if you
make it
claim-
seem like in the US, everything, once you
No,
just say
no, you
insanity,
can't
then
actually-
I know,
you can't actually.
but in this case,
this costs
in this-
lives, and he's a medical
But
doctor,
exactly,
so you can't
that's
even...
another
Well,
thing.
yeah.
There's
But in
influence
this
had a
case,
number of people's lives.
personally, I would think this guy was insane or something.
And he
Why
was
would
spending
you-
all the money.
Yes,
Yeah.
because if you see 1, 2, 5, 10,
550.
and your conscience hasn't actually, okay,
But
come,
is,
you need to
is it
stop.
because they have actual statistics? What about the Minister of Health that was caught, that didn't even have any form of education? It's still the same
Actually,
thing.
it's the same
But
thing.
anyway, let us know what you think about this story so far, especially the doctor, which is more serious. Head on to Twitter, which is Cool TV Red Eye. Head on to Facebook, facebook.com/Cool TV Red Eye. And please use our hashtag Red Eye. We'll take this break and we'll be right back with the judge and the convict story. Very interesting. Stay tuned.
Where do we
Here is Red Eye.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.